Hey guys, new video here. Today I'm going to show you the Nautilus and Verglas Prime in combination with Jade. Jade is a really good buff frame. I've even gone that far that I went for Raw as a first ability. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. You could go with um, Nourish as well if you wanted to, but Raw is just better. I went for the Prime 3 Direction and Arcane Aegis approach to get my shield very high, use her 2, and if I use her 2, have my Molt Augmented maxed and growing power up, I'm at like 0.2 seconds of shield recharge delay, and yeah, that's quite fun. Um, Also, if Arcane Aegis doesn't proc and my Symphony of Mercy, the Spirit of Resilience, is full, I just can go out of combat for like 0.2 seconds and regen my shield again. Also, Rolling Guard helps me with that a lot. If I'm like on the floor, I can just roll up and be invincible. Right here, I'm using Shepherd. I'm not gonna go over all these mods. It's just duration, less duration, more strength, more energy, more strength, and shield recharge delay and shield recharge. Yeah, and of course, knockdown resistance. Going for Shepherd right now, you don't really need it. You have your 2 active. It also counts for your companion. So, yeah, you can go for anything else. You can go for Brief Respite if you just throw your 1 or something like that you gain a bit of shield back. So, yeah, you have your um, shield gating again. You could also just go for shield charge. So if you pretty sure that, like I said, Shepherd doesn't help me really. Only if I don't use my 2. I'm only not using my 2 on like very low level missions. So yeah, I mean the Spirit of Resilience. I can just switch to it and switch to the strength or damage increase as well. That's why I'm going with Breeze Respite now. Respite now. You can go for shield charge. Sorry, so you have more capacity and you don't need these many formats. I have format my Jade 5 times, as you can see, and if I breathe respite in, I'm full on the capacity. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the Afentis as well, because I don't think many people know the Afentis even. Um, I just put some mods in, doesn't really matter. I have Radiate Reload, Fast Hands for reload, then some Fire Rate mods, and an AoE mod. I could go for the sprint speed as well with the Amalgam Serration. And go for even more attack speed, I guess. Speed trigger. And yeah. I'm also using the Epitaph. And yeah, Epitaph, Nautilus Prime, and Verglas Prime came with Sevagoth Prime. And with the Sevagoth Prime access then. So I'm using Electric and Viral as a primer right now. You could also go for Heat and Viral, but I do like the Electric pucks on the enemies. That's why I use this one. Um, just for the modding, you want to go, if you're not going for a crit build, you want to go for as much status effect and status duration and AoE multi-shot as you can. I also went for fire rate because it's easier to prime if you shoot bullets faster. So yeah, um, the Nautilus Prime. Oh, sorry, the Nautilus Prime. I'm using Contagious Bond here. This one is necessary for the Verglas to like AoE tiles. Um, if you kill an enemy that is affected by a status effect or any status effect, 50% of these total status effects will spread to other enemies within 9 meters. And it has a max of 100 stacks. So if I have 10 hit procs on an enemy and my companion kills it, these heat procs will spread to other enemies. Yeah, 9 meters within the enemy, but only 50% of them. So if I have 9, it will spread 4. If I have 10, 5, and so on. And if I have viral on it, like 10 viral stacks, 10 heat stacks, it'll just 5 them. So yeah. I also have Manifold Bond. Not really using it on this build, but most of the time I'm using it, and I don't really like switching out mods for every other build. So yeah, I went with Manifold Bond. So if I attack and kill enemies that are affected by 3 or more unique status effects, the Cordon ability that like pulls the enemies in and puts them on a close location, targeted area, is gonna proc more often. And yeah, for the rest of the builds, I'm going for Survivability and Vacuum, of course, and Assault mode. You could even go for like primed Animal Instinct and throw any other mod out. But yeah, I'm not doing that, so yeah. And now for the fun part, the Verglas Prime. You could go for Viral and Heat, or at least I think you could go for Viral Heat, Magnetic and Gas, or Cold and Gas. And this one is the one I'm going to show you, because cold procs are just nice. If you attack yourself and the enemy has cold procs on them, which you really don't need to, like this build really destroys enemies, even on Steel Path. Oh, but I do have to say, if you want to go against Grenier, you have to go for Viral and Heat. Gas isn't that good on Grenier enemies if you can't armor strip them. Jade can, so you could go for it, or you could go for like a Heat primer on your weapon. Yeah, I'm going for Cold Procs for the increased crit damage and the slower enemies if they have Cold Procs on them. So you are really defensive right there, and of course gas procs for the damage. Now I'm gonna show you the build on Elara on Jupiter. These are level 115 to 120 Corpus. And yeah, like I said, Steel Path. So should be hard, but we will see. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the Afentis as well. Afentis gives you, if you like throw the spear on the ground like this, it gives you 50% reload speed, 20% fire rate, and 100% reserve ammo. Gives it to you and allies, so it even gives it to your Nautilus. So as you can see right now, the enemies just died. Yeah, and they keep dying, so yeah, quite fun. As you can see, we are also pretty defensive right now. I can just like jump on top of here, use my my Afentis. Need to use my 2 again. And yeah, the enemies just keep dying. I killed 100 enemies. 107 enemies right now. And yeah. If you want to prime these enemies, you could, like I said, go for the Epitaph. Oh, and as you can see, I kill them even without my raw active. So that's how good Verglas is. Now that I have my raw active and Jade's ability to Jade's 2 that does like for me 400% more weapon damage or increased weapon damage. So as you can see, these enemies do die pretty fast. But yeah, if you use Epitaph, they will also get primed. Then they will also have viral procs on them. And as you can see, they do die pretty fast. And yeah, Nautilus is pretty tanky. Doesn't really die that often because we are using Jades 2. And yeah, could even go and use a 3 as well, or have 1. Put it down. If these enemies die, my 2 gets more duration, and if I press my one and they're affected, if I press my one and they're affected by the judgment, they take like 50% increased damage. And that's about it for the build. Like I said, the other builds are good as well. Viral Heat is the most versatile one, but I like Gas Cold the most, I have to say. And as you can see, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. And yeah, that's about it. That was the showcase of my Nautilus and Verglas and Jade combo. If you do have any questions, feel free to just leave them in the comments below. You can also go on and ask for tutorials I can make or you want me to make on topics that you might find interesting or you don't have that much knowledge about, or you just want to see a efficient build that can do the mission type or yeah, the event or whatever it is. As you can see, I don't have my raw active, like I said, again, and it does destroy these, or not destroy, but it does do pretty good damage to these enemies. And you can go on and do that with like any other frame as well. You could go and put it on Saren with the buffs. You can put it on Ember. Yeah, no raw active, and they do die. So yeah, feel free to ask. And if you have any questions, you can also leave them in the comments about this build if I wasn't clear enough about anything, or if you just didn't understand anything. That's about it for the video. I hope you liked it, and till next time, have a great day. See ya.